Welcome to Tuesday Tidbit. It's been a few days since I've done one of these, and so today I was looking to see what haven't I read from. And I haven't read from Her Second Chance, which is the first book in the Patriot Peak series. So this book was originally supposed to be part of a multi-author series, but when I went wide and all the other authors were in KU, we decided that it would just be better if I just made a little spin-off series. So kind of has the same idea, but obviously it became my own. So this one has Chance and Mary Beth. And if you followed some of my other videos, you know that Mary Beth is actually based off of a student that I have, which I always find really fun. All right, so I'm going to read just a little bit from this. Mary Beth tucked a strand behind her ear and debated how much to tell Chance. There was a time she would have told him anything, but that was ages ago. She barely knew him now, but he was her boss. If there was a chance Colin might show up and do something, Chance probably needed to know. So this is a second chance. They were together, and so now, of course, they separated, and then she has a kid, and then they get thrown back together. I don't know. Colin and I met a few years after you left town. He was the first man who paid real attention to me after you, and he seemed nice until we got married. Then this whole other side of him emerged. She turned her attention out the window, not wanting to see the pity on Chance's face as she recounted how stupid she'd been. He'd been going out with his friends and staying out late at night. A few times he even came home drunk, but things didn't really get bad until after Lucas was born. Maybe it was the late night crying, or the noise, or the extra cost. She took a shaky breath and tried not to dwell on the dark memories. I'm not sure what happened, but one night he packed up his things. He said he hadn't signed up for a kid and he left. That was the last I heard from him. He didn't even attend court when I filed for divorce, just sent in the signed paper. Though he left me the house, I always wondered if he'd be back. For Lucas. Silence filled the car when she finished, and Mary Beth fought the urge to look at Chance to gauge what he was thinking. But he was never violent, no criminal history. She shook her head and turned to face him. Not that I know of, but that was 3 years ago. I don't know what he's been up to since. Chance lifted his right hand from the steering wheel long enough to drag it across his chin. You certainly don't have to tell me, but if you're comfortable, I'd like to give security a description of him. That way, if he does come into the hotel, we'll get a heads up. All right, so that's Tuesday Tidbit. Her Second Chance. Check it out.